even first of all, just recognizing that there is a difference
There is a
going
difference.
on
There's a difference.
is good, is
Yeah.
helpful. But how do we get under that difference? How do we forge conversation about those differences?
Yeah, I'm really grateful that you're asking this question, Maria, because the first thing that you said that is absolutely important is to recognize that there is a difference and then be open. It's going to sound cliche at first, but I'm going to talk about it in a little more nuance, is to be open to listen with complete uncertainty, letting go of what I like to call your already listening. So most of us, when we show up to a conversation, right, already listening is all the preconceived things that we've already told ourselves in our head about the other person before they even speak, right? So before I came into this interview, before we ever even had a conversation, there's something that happens when you say, Justin is coming in the room and he's Black and he's gay and he's this. There's instantly, for anybody, automatically going to be assumptions that come up. And most of us, what we're listening for in a conversation is we're listening to confirm our assumptions. This has been
Mm-hmm.
proven through all the
Yeah.
studies that they've done. We're listening just to, yep, that's right, that's not right, that's right, that's not right. And so when we can claim, what I tell people is first claim what your already listenings are. Okay, here are all the things that I'm assuming. I can see those. Let me drop those. And now listen openly and generously without needing it to have any sort of solution. Because the truth is, we as a world right now, as it relates to pronouns and as it relates to literally everything, we're in a liminal state. We're trying to find the solution. I don't think any of these things around language, around pronouns, around gender, around all of it, social justice, race, Black Lives Matter, this, none of this is actually, I think, the destination to where we're actually going with this. We're in the in between. So every time, this is why it feels so confusing to people like, well, I just learned how to say it this way, and now it's this, and now it's
Yeah.
changing to this. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
because we're in transition, like that's what's
Yeah.
happening.
Where do you think we're going if we're in this phase of transition? And we've been talking in this, a lot of people have used words like, we had the great resignation, then we had a reawakening, now we're having a reevaluation, and now we're, in the midst of recharging. And where are we going? We have, as you said, we have more people in single relationships, more people in open partnerships and polyamorous partnerships. We have LGBTQIA plus. Then
Yeah.
we have no, it's LGBTQUIA plus. It's
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah.
it's all of these things, right? And people are like, I don't know where we are, and that
Yeah.
makes people scared.
Yeah. It does, understandably. And I think the big lesson that I think is happening at this time, one of the big
Mm.
lessons, and I don't have a
Yeah,
catchy phrase name for it, but is we're learning to think beyond the binary, is what's happening. There's gay and then there's straight. And now that's all blown up. There's Black and then there's white. There's Republican and there's Democrat. None of that crap is working anymore. It's
yeah,
not working. And, this two-sided thing is not working. And we keep trying to do it because it's the old pattern and the old paradigm.
yeah.
But we're learning to exist and welcome in these shades of existence. And this is why there's like, now you got so many ways to express gender. Just in the last 5 years, the terms that have come up is just, I can't even keep track of all of them. There's all the ways to explore your sexuality, and we went from, even when I was growing up, you're gay, you're straight, you're bisexual. That was what you had, right? You could be
Right.
transgender, this. Now this and this and that, there's so many ways to explore. And so I think what we're learning is how to hold a wider gaze to welcome in the nuance. And this is what's so interesting because this is what the LGBTQIA plus community has already been doing for years, is learning how to exist beyond the binary.